All right. We are
Just the part where you multiply.
moving on to number 12.
So is the 3, 5, and 7 due Monday?
Everything is due at the end of the section. Okay, let's jump here. All right. Find the exact values of the sine of a over 2, cosine of a over 2, and tangent of a over 2. And we're going to do number 12.
This one doesn't seem fun.
Cosine of A is equal to 4 over 5. 0 is less than A, less than pi over 2.
Draw a triangle.
Yep.
Oh.
Then do the Pythagorean theorem. Quadrant 1. Whoa.
All right, we're in quadrant 1.
Oh, we're writing things.
I hate triangles.
I was doing this at some point, like, I don't remember what I was doing, but I had to draw one of these triangle things, and I drew it, like, on the X and Y axis. And I was like, that is not what it's supposed to look like.
Isn't the other one 3?
Yep, it's a special triangle, so it's a 3, 4, 5 triangle. Okay, we're in quadrant 1, so are we positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. So the sine of A is equal to what? 3 over 5. Cosine of A, we already were told, is 4 over 5, and the tangent of A is what?
3 over 4.
3 over 4. So now the sine of A over 2 is equal to the square root of 1 minus, the cosine of A over 2. So in here, I know what the cosine of A is equal to. It's 4 over 5. So 1 minus 4 over 5 divided by 2. Okay, remember this 1 can be rewritten as 5 over 5.
I really think this is not going to work.
So then on top, I'm left with 1/5. Okay, and I'm dividing by 2, so I'm multiplying by 1/2. So this is the square root of 1 over 10. But I can't leave it that way, so it's going to be the square root of 1 over the square root of 10, or 1 over the square root of 10. Rationalize it.
1 square root of 10 over 10.
Square root of 10 over 10. The 1 goes away.
Yes, that is.
You write so fast.
I know. Now we do more, right?
Yep, we've got to do the cosine of A over 2.
Oh my word.
Wait a little, just where did I put So,
Can you turn that like a little bit?
The warmer? Hold on my desk. That'd be bad. You know what?
Thanks.
I'm just kidding.
This morning somebody told me that they were hot. So I told them they could move it down. And then literally 5 minutes later they had a jacket on.
What is this?
And I was like,
I really don't feel like I'm having math class in Antarctica.
Don't go to the
yeah,
bottom.
I've been freezing like literally since
My
he
hands
turned it
feel
down.
like ice balls.
Apparently that's supposed to be good for your brain, but all it does is make you want to just not move.
All right, the cosine of A over 2 is equal to 1 plus the cosine of A over 2. Again, we know the cosine of A, so 5 over 5 plus 4 over 5 over 2. Square root of 9 over 5 times 1 over 2. Square root of 9 over the square root of 10.
I can't. So 3.
Why is it?
3 square root of 10
Oh, there
over
was
10.
stuff over there. No.
So 3 over the square root of 10. 3 root 10 over 10.
Okay, this is not as scary as I thought it would be.
Also, we can't see. Oh, never mind. You already fixed
Sounds right.
I guess I have it zoomed in more than normal.
She just takes up a whole
She's
sheet
not
of paper,
like
y'all.
this. It's okay, guys.
Because, like, really-
Maybe I should have left more than 2 pages for my homework.
I should have grown one.
I remember that you
But
said
we'll
that
find
you
out.
were,
Alright,
like, the
itty bitty.
problem.
Can we
Alright.
just sign a bang on top?
Yes.
I like that one better.
Yeah, you can pick either one for tangent. We'll do the sine of A over 1 plus the cosine of A as requested. So sine of A is 3 over 5 divided by 1 plus 4 over 5. Okay, or I can rewrite that again as 5 over 5 instead of 1. 3 over 5 divided by 9 over 5. Dividing by fraction, so I do what?
Multiply by reciprocal.
Multiply by the reciprocal. 5's cancel, so I get 3 over 9, which is 1/3.
Oh, so this, I thought I was gonna hate, but I don't hate it.
Wait, but where did the 5 go?
That's just one problem.
Cancels.
Yes.
There,
Yes.
I put a square root.
That's
of
just
that.
problem 12.
Can you just just go straight to 1/3 if you know it's 1/3? Like when you get to like the 3 over 5.
Like from here?
Yeah. No, from the one right after that to there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Um,
From here or here, you can go straight to there. I don't care. I'm just trying to write out most of the stuff so that we see it.
Thank you. And then I assume he wants to put them all in a box because that would be very hard to find.
I always want answers boxed. It actually makes me very sad when people don't box their answers.
And I thought it was
As much as I like seek and finds, I really don't like them in math.
Oh, Andy. You.
so when you have problems like this, you want A and A over 2? Like, the answers?
Well, I don't need, these are just for your benefit to be able to do the problems. I just need these answers that it's specifically asking for. All right, let's look at 14. So same thing, but this time sine of A is equal to 12 over 13. And it's from pi over 2 less than A less than pi. Quadrant 2. Positive or negative?
Negative. Positive.
Everybody's right. Sine is positive. Cosine is going to be negative. So when you do your formulas, you have to remember that. Okay? And that then means that, well, it's not really relevant for the formula, but if we were looking at tangent, what would tangent be?
Negative.
Okay, tangent would be negative as well. Okay, obviously for the formulas, sine and cosine are the only ones that are dependent on if it's positive or negative. Tangent is irrelevant. All right, so anybody remember what this special triangle is?
Is it 15?
Nope.
17?
Does have a 5 in it.
25?
Nope.
50? No, we already said
5.
Yep,
Regular is
5.
35.
It's 5.
Yeah.
How is the hypotenuse? Oh, wait. Don't mention it. That's not the hypotenuse.
Man, I have to go to a new page for this thing. Oh.
I built that brick.
I was looking for the hypotenuse. That's why I was giving bigger numbers.
What? Oh.
All right, so sine is positive. Okay, so 12 over 13 or 12 and 13 both are positive. But this x value is going to be negative, okay, or my cosine value is going to be negative. And so it is negative 5. Okay, that's another one of your special triangle things. Anyways,
12, 13, 5.
5, 12, 13 triangle.
That seems silly.
Like a 3, 4, 5.
I like 3, 4, 5 better.
Well,
that
yeah,
one
it's
seems
easier,
bad.
but.
5.
All right, so the sine of A, we were already told, is 12 over 13. Cosine of A is
Negative 5 over 13.
Negative 5 over 13 and tangent of A. Not that we necessarily need tangent, but
Negative 5 over 12 over
12 over 5. Well, negative, yes. All right, so
Don't do that.
sine of A over 2. And this one, remember, it's going to be positive.
Cosine minus. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Cosine.
positive. Oh, wait, never mind.
One
Cosine
minus
one
cosine
minus
of A.
cosine of A over 2.
1 minus, what is happening?
Cosine
1 minus cosine of A over 2. Square root of 1 minus, well, plus 5 over 13 over 2. I'm going to rewrite the 1 as Stop. What is happening? What just happened?
It's spazzing out.
It yes, that definitely is true. Don't know what's going on. Okay, let's try this again. No, okay.
Oh.
Oh, oh,
It's fine.
oh,
It's fine.
oh,
I'll fix it.
oh, no. Is there an undo button?
There is, but I'm scared if I click it, it's going to spaz again.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So I've got 18 over 13 on top, so I'm going to write that just together.
Minus 1/2.
Dividing by 2, so multiply by 1/2. 2 and the 18 cancel to give you
9 over 13.
square root of 9 over 13.
No
You
idea.
can split it as the square root of 9 over the square root of 13. So 3 over the square root of 13, which is what? 3 square root of 13 over 13. Okay, you could have gone, well,
That was
you
the-
could have ignored this step, the square root of 9 over 13, and gone to here. And then you could have gone straight from here to here if you'd wanted to.
See, but then you have me and I need to show myself everything.
Yeah, same for
Like, literally everything.
All right, cosine.
Do you have to put all the answers together or is boxing them fine?
Just as long as you box them, it's fine. Like box them individually. Because if you do it the other way, you're going to need to write which one's which. So. All right, cosine of A over 2.
Minus.
Negative.
Negative. For some reason, the book doesn't have the answer as being negative, but it should be. So just going to let you know that.
1 plus cosine of A.
Not really sure why, but
The book is lying to us.
apparently. All right, 1 plus cosine of A over 2. And you don't have to write this actual formula every time. Okay, I'm just doing it so you get repetition seeing it and hearing it and stuff like that to make your life easier. Negative square root of, okay, I'm going to rewrite this again as 13 over 13. Now, it is positive here, okay, cosine of A. But remember, the cosine of A is negative, so minus sign is going here.
Oh,
Okay, so you've got to pay attention to those signs.
how come then, the one above it on sine was moved from negative cosine of A to plus?
Because double negative makes positive.
Yeah, 2 negatives means positive. All right, so then we've got negative square root of
8, right?
8 over 13 times 1/2. 1 and the 8 cancel, giving you
Square root of 4 over square root of 13.
square root of 4 over the square root of 13.
2.
Square root of 13 over 13.
Yeah.
Make sure we keep this negative out front. Don't forget about it.
Can you scroll up?
Wait, where did you get the negative 2 from?
What, you didn't love that 3?
Well, the negative's been there the whole time, but 2 came from the square root of 4.
Oh.
I like how the answers are like literally like one number off from each other. Well, the negative sign, but like they're literally
Now,
so
we do
they're
the
so
twos
similar.
This kind of makes sense, but if you don't know formulas, you basically
I like sine over
Isn't that how
the
we
other one.
always
I like sine of A on
forget
top all the time.
Just formula.
1 plus cosine A on the bottom right.
I'm surprised she's writing so fast, she was tired. Just gonna go.
All right, sine of A. It's 12 over 13.
She's just like yawning and writing simultaneously. Like,
I didn't get to bed till like 2. So I made cake pops for the tennis team.
oh, okay.
Yummy.
I would have been like, you're fine. I'm going to sleep.
I'd have been doing this so slow. Like, you were just flying through it, and I was like, how?
Oh wow, that was dizzy. Ooh, okay. 13 over 13 for the stupid one.
And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the plus 2 since that's negative.
8 over 13.
You have a plus. Yeah.
Oh, this is dumb.
Oh, never mind.
Then we do the thingy.
It's still.
I like this one. It kind of made me happy. It's, and
I
then
have a
also the
question.
take a 4 out of the 8.
Keyword kind of. I have a question.
Yay.
How come with 13 over 13 minus 5 over 13, the 5 was already negative, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, and then you changed from the plus sign to negative sign, right?
It was, okay, the formula is plus, but cosine of A is negative, so I just got rid of the plus.
Oh, okay. So it wouldn't be plus positive?
You just
Because I thought you...
You had a positive and a negative, so the negative trumps the positive.
Can we not do one? By the way, Ariel, that yay was not
Huh?
at you. Are we doing another
What?
one? I said yay. It wasn't at you.
No, not of this type.
I like these better than what we did yesterday.
Questions about these two, because these are the only 2 even ones, so.
No, I'm good.
No, they're fun.
They're not fun.
I don't know.
There's
Like
not-
yesterday confused me more than this does.
I like it.
I'm still not understanding it.
That we weren't in the right...
I'm good.
Okay.
Any questions before we continue?
Absolutely none. I have no questions.
I just know I need to study these formulas for sine, cosine.
Are we gonna do another one of those like quiz things that we did last time?
Formulas?
The
Cheat
formula
sheet.
thing?
Or you just want to write on it?
The one you had before, you can just write all the formulas on and I will check them. Like basically, when you come in, I will look and just make sure you don't have anything you're not supposed to have. And if you do, I take away the cheat sheet altogether. So don't put anything on there you can't have.
I feel like that'd be kind
Basically.
of just kind of stupid. Like,
Yeah, well, some people are.
Some people do try to do stuff like that though, so just saying. Or I mean, I can just use Miss Marshall's method and just cut out the pieces that are not,
Oh, no.
supposed to be there, but
I remember being like so scared.
I'm not.
When we're done going over problems, can I come up and ask you a question?
Sorry.
do you just want to ask it to me now?
Well, it's about something we did like
The Bunsen burner.
a couple semesters ago. It's
I
about.
y'all your class get like kicked out of the lab if people were smelling chemicals.
It's fine. Jesus
It's
is
in a
just
section
testing
with
my
all the
patience.
theorems in it.
I'm not.
I understand theorems, but if you have one,
It was a
can I,
few
I'll talk those.
That's terrible.
I know. What are you taking? Wait.
I think that was the only
So
time I've
if-
ever seen this work.
So it's about like these. So if I had like
I've seen
1
your
minus
stories.
cosine
No,
2 0, would that equal that?
Mhm.
Okay, that's all I was wondering. I remember I was looking at them and I was like, that would make sense.
All right. We're finding the exact values of the sine of 2a, the cosine of 2a, and the tangent of 2a.
Well, we switched to multiplication.
So now we're just using the 2A formula.
Correct.
And this is the double. We haven't used the double yet.
Correct.
Is it easier?
Is it?
If we were doing this type of problem, no.
Harder or just kind of?
Yeah, like I don't do them because they're, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. This is like the 4x4 matrices that we.
Really, the reason you need to know double angles is to rewrite things in pre-cal and calculus.
I don't like that.
But these are basically going to be what we just did up here, just plugging the numbers in the formula.
You know what I realized? I didn't write down the double angle formulas. I'm not sure why. Could you like? I just didn't write them.
All those.
Yes.
Okay,
Fine,
well,
I'll
you
just
can
copy
get them.
some.
Yeah, or I can put them back up later.
Yeah.
All right. 18. The tangent of A is equal to
Oopsie. I nearly monitored.
Oh.
Square root of 3.
I was looking at the wrong problem and I was very confused. That's why I just like stopped. Because I was like, my 18 doesn't look like the, yeah, anyways, okay, it's fine. It's fine. Pi over 2 is less than a, less than pi.
Quadrant 2.
Okay, quadrant 2. It really doesn't matter if it's positive or negative in this case because the formulas don't change one way or the other.
Wait, so it's like the exact same thing we did a minute ago, but just tangent?
Well, no, these are the double angle ones now. All right, so it's in quadrant 2.
So the bottom one is -1 and then root 3. Would it be negative ones?
Yes, I thought I had written it. And this is also a special triangle, so what's the hypotenuse?
2.
2.
Oh, really? I guess.
That's a 1, 2, root 3 triangle.
How did
Wow.
you know
Wait,
that?
what
We don't
chapter was
get
this
those.
in?
It's a 30, 60, 90 triangle. Geometry.
Oh, that's why I don't remember anything.
Well, it's geometry, and we've actually talked about them this year.
Have we written those down? And if so, we should have a little bit of a refresher.
We
like
talked
a
about-
2-minute refresher.
We talked about them when we.
That's a 30, 60, 90 triangle. It's 1, 2, root 3.
Is
Okay, what's the
There you go.
45, 45, 91?
Oh, I know that
45,
one.
45, something wrong.
1, 1, root 2.
Got it.
That's the one I know.
My head is itching.
How do you know which one's root 2? Like 1, 1, root 2. How do you know which one's root 2?
Oh no.
It won't have a
The bigger's always the
The
hypothesis.
numbers, Mason.
No,
Hypothesis.
For this one, the 2 is the biggest number, so it's got to be the hypotenuse.
Okay, so the biggest number has to be the hypotenuse.
The biggest number has to be with the biggest angle, smallest number with the smallest angle.
Hypotenuse has to be
The
positive.
way you got -1, is it just over 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's negative, but it's in quadrant 2, so it's not possible for my y value to be negative.
That was a good hypothesis.
That was a good idea.
All right.
So we're doing like the sine, cosine thing? No.
Yes, we are. All right. Sine of A is root 3 over 2. Cosine of A.
-1/2.
Wow.
And the tangent of A we've already given. All right, so the sine of 2A, the formula is 2 sine of A cosine of A. So 2 times the square root of 3 over 2 times -1/2. One of the 2's top and bottom cancels to leave you with negative root 3 over 2.
That was easy. I don't hate.
Okay, now I'm going to remind you with cosine, there are how many different options for double angles? There are 3 options. Doesn't matter which one you pick. No. Pick your favorite one.
2 cosine squared A minus 1. I just chose the middle one because it looked cool.
Why did you? I would not know.
They're all squared in some way.
Wait, then you have the square right there. That's not.
I think they all have a square in them.
At least I didn't choose the third one. That has 2 squares.
Okay, I just always say pick the easiest one or pick your favorite. It doesn't really matter. With these, it does not matter. Okay, sometimes when you get farther along in math, they will give you one of these like this, and you will need to rewrite it as that. Okay, so you need to be able to recognize all of the options, but when we're doing stuff like this, you can pick your favorite one and just use that one. Okay. All right, so 2 times, okay, cosine of A was -1/2, and I got to remember that's being squared. Okay, -1. So I'm going to square this first. So what is -1/2 squared? Okay, it becomes positive 1 over 4. 2 cancels with a 4, so 1/2 minus, I'm going to go ahead and make that a 2 over 2. So -1/2.
Line of following, the cosine threw me off though. The sine thing made sense.
I think cosine made more sense than
No.
Oh, I understand. Comprende. Comprende.
Wait, hold on. I might not.
I'm killing it.
Wait, I understand. I don't like the way the answer is.
And formula for tangent.
2 tangent of A over 1 minus tangent squared of A.
Why? That's so gross.
Is there only one for tangent?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I always forget if there's two for that, like there is for the half angles for tangent.
The only one that we've used so far.
All right, so tangent of A was negative square root of 3, so 2 times the negative square root of 3 over 1 minus negative square root of 3 squared. Okay, make sure you watch these signs and what happens. Okay, the negative right here is not being squared. Don't get that confused. Okay?
Still 1 minus 1.
Only the tangent of A is being squared. So the negative square root of 3 is being squared, but there's still a negative outside. Okay? So on top, I've got negative 2 square root of 3. On the bottom, I've got 1 minus. The square root of 3 squared is just 3.
Negative 2 square root of 3 over negative 2. That's the answer.
But can't you cancel out the 2?
Yep, negative 2's are canceling, leaving me with the square root of 3.
Negative 2.
Yay.
Woo.
Cool?
Yeah, like, that's
Wait,
great.
where'd you get the
No
top
more
negative
than it.
from? Oh, you did.
If we need to do another one of those, we'll do it on Monday. Okay, the quiz is probably going to be moved to Wednesday just because we need to finish the section up on Monday.
Thank you.
I forgot. Okay, I figured it out. I
Ew,
forgot
my
that the
book's
top
wet.
part is multiplying.
I need another notebook.
Didn't you just get one?
No.
I need a new one. I have no paper left in it.
I got a new
Oh, I
one.
got it.
All right. Adding on to what you already had, 13 and 19.
What did we do?
Okay, it was like 3 and 7 or something like that, I think.
3, 5, 7.
3, 5, 7. No, it'll be due Tuesday, but I would recommend not waiting because we're going to do a couple more little things on Monday and then you've got a quiz on Wednesday. So I wouldn't wait and be trying to figure out everything on Monday. Because you've got over 15 minutes now, and Monday you'll probably have about 25 minutes is my guess based on what we have left to do to work on stuff. So, if you use your class time wisely, you should be fine. Because I'm not giving you that many problems in the grand scheme of things.